Hello everyone, just quickly finishing setting up. I'm just going to put some music on. Set the tone. Sorry, just trying to find something. So then we found some new artists I like at the moment. Let's put this one on. No, I don't like this one. Hello? And let's just put this over here. Good evening to you too. Alright, let's get back on track. Hello everyone and welcome to Psychic Readings. I do apologise for the one we had on Halloween. I believe due to all the energy and not only also all the storms, I think it cut out a lot of our internet and power. That's just my air next to me. It gets a bit hot. But alright, let's open up the reading. So I will be using my classic Lead Rider Smith deck, which is right here. I read both upright and reverse, and I center it in on the energies. If you would like a reading, put your name down and let me know. So, from memory, I only got about 2 done, and I know that there were others, so if they do jump on, I will more than happily do that for you. How have you been, by the way? So let's start reading. I do apologise if I cannot see a message which comes up. It does say it's like slow connection, but I'll get to it hopefully when I can. So I was just thinking about an extra phone next to me. Oh well. Right, open energies. So how has everyone been since the storm we had on Halloween? Is everyone good? Also, what's also interesting is that we also had a new moon in Scorpio yesterday. So that's bringing a whole new energy up to life. Has been up and down. Oh dear. It's not fun at all. Let's start with a bit of a reading for you. Let's see what energies we can pick up on. So I'll start with you, and I'm going to end up butchering your name. I do apologise. So I have a few cards for you. The first one is the Three of Swords. Now, I am feeling very much the grief, and I just think that does confirm with the fact that you said down that life has been really up and down for you. I'm getting a lot of energy it feels like it's like you're dragging things up hills that aren't going very well. You do also have, what also cards came out was the Six of Swords, the Fool in reverse, both these are reverse, and the Strength in upright. What kind of energies I'm specifically getting from this is that it feels like you keep wanting to feel like you're trying to start something, but I think it feels like that it's not always going in the favours that you want, and it goes. Awesome! Hello and welcome. It feels like you are reevaluating a lot of things, and it feels like you're trying to get a hang of specifically in this card right here, the undercurrents in this corner right here, and you're trying to like work out where things are going. But you did have the strength card come up as well, and that's saying how you have a lot of strength to proceed in what you are doing. You have the ability to do what specifically you want, because you have the strength and courage to progress. But it does feel like there is that fear and aspect of it. It's like how it's going to continue on, or what's the next steps through it, which leads to questioning on how we can find balance. Which is simply what your energies are. Does that make sense? Let's look into the energies. Can we... Thank God, just pulled out a nut again. It does feel that. There we go. It feels like a lot of things have been happening at the moment, and you're in a time of growth and change, and that's where the Three of Wands specifically comes in, and this is growth in ourselves, into our ideas and our momentum. And it feels like at this point in time it's just taking that chance and that faith to move forward, even though it can be very nerve-wracking at the same time. And it's allowing yourself to look at things maybe on a grander scale as well, focus on where you want to go. As you can see, like in this card, there's little boats everywhere on the card, and it's like allowing yourself to see where the journey will go, and allowing yourself that you can have multiple journeys going at the same time, and things can always progress and move as we go. Even though the card is in an upright position, it does feel that there is, like, it just feels like there's that blocking this again, and that's where the swords come in again, because it feels like you're a lot of uncertainty, and because they're both about growth, because as you've said in the thing, you felt like you haven't studied. I feel like I keep saying like a brick wall. It just feels like it's this unmoving brick wall in front of you, and it's like hard to move through. But you have the ability to overcome this wall, because this wall, I'm sort of like seeing you like being able to just walk through it like it's made of nothing, you know? Oh, not really. I can hear the rubble of it. Very breakable material, and it feels like you have the ability to move forward and progress. It's just allowing yourself to have that motion. If that makes sense. If anybody would like a reading, just let me know, put your name down, and I'll get to you when I can. I hope that makes sense for you specifically as well. I have chippies next to me. Which one doing? It just feels like a lot of, at the moment, your energies and a lot of other spiritual things are also telling you to just allow things to progress around you and move forward, especially within things within yourself. I'm kind of hearing like water currents behind, like right next to me, and I feel like even it's sort of like, even though the water, like currents, right, they're always moving, even though things are pushing against you, it's okay. Sorry for your loss, and congratulations. So yes, that would explain the very up and down. Taking time for yourself is the most important thing for you, and allowing yourself to take that time with what you do, to give yourself that breathing space. Alright, let's move to the next one. Amazing. I do apologise for butchering names, I really don't mean to. Shanae? You're welcome. I'll do yours? Do you want one? I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just checking the list. Oh, you're welcome. Just see what I can pick up on you. And then I will do Leslie next. And then Mandy, I'll go down the list. So I keep making sure I've got the... Whoop! No, we're good. See if anything I can pick up on you. Absolutely, I'll do yours right now. So the first card that's been pulled for you is the Three of Cups. So yours, it means that a lot of you at the moment you have this time of celebration with you. Specifically a lot to do with your... It's a lot to do with our inner parts and our emotions. It feels like there's this slight completion of something, like a lot of hard work and things that you've done has finally paid off. But I feel like this is for something that you've been connected to with other people as well. So it feels like it's like a group effort thing. Do you sometimes hold like a, what's the correct word for this? Like strong and high expectations for yourself at times, that it's sometimes hard to move through it? That, or, I'm not really sure. It feels like it's more like that one, but it feels like it would also be like other people put a lot of expectations on you. With the Ace of Swords. I ask because we have the Emperor card, but I feel like it's like both ways, specifically with you. I feel that there are, I feel that you have especially with the Celebration card specifically within your energies, is that you have a very strong leadership position within yourself, and that you are very strong in what you do. I do feel that you put a lot of things on high pedestals, and I feel like sometimes you get a bit, I want to say stubborn, because the Emperor card's got a lot of stubbornness to it. How do I describe it? You put things like on pedestals, and sometimes you don't always reach where that pedestal is. I feel at least a little bit of disheartening. It does feel that it is something that you have been moving through, but it also feels like it's a journey that you're still learning from, as it's something that has a lot of obstacles that you're still overcoming. But it is saying that you have a lot of self-victory within that. a lot of this specifically has a lot to do with structure, and that's what the Hierophant's a lot was about as well, is that a lot of this is based on maybe how you possibly grew up, or have adapted as you've learned from the past to where you are now, on how to deal with a lot of things. And I do feel there is a lot of breaking away of old traditions that are around you, specifically in your energy specifically as well. But you are also still setting a lot of those traditions you've learned are still like main aspects to who you are. Does that make sense? But let's see how we can overcome that specifically. Oop. Oop. Yeah, that would make sense. Specifically with your energies, a message for you as well with that is that allow yourself to take those breaks. Because right now you're at the helm. Like the Knight, you have the ability to charge forward with what you want to do. And you have the ability to action it specifically as well. Allowing yourself that and having trust in yourself as well. I feel that there's a lot of youthful energy that hangs around you a lot, and it's like it's wanting to escape, but it feels like there's always uncertainty on how it can be progressed at the same time. Allow yourself to take time with things, and that's especially what this one is saying with the Pentacle as well, is that it's taking time for things and not expecting everything to move all at once. And I feel like, as you've said, you've had to grow up fast. I feel like you expect a lot of things done all at once, because if you don't do it, no one else does. But you are, it is sort of feeling like you don't have to take everything all at once. You can separate it and move it to different people, to other people who can help assist you, and just taking that time. I just feel that there is a lot of focus on things you hold a lot of value towards, and that it's feeling things are a bit more clouded at the moment. But you have the ability to progress. You just have to allow yourself to... A lot of this feels like loosening the reins. And I think that goes back to like the Knight, is that you're holding onto the reins very tight. You can loosen it and still have that hold, but just allowing yourself to loosen that on it. Hope that makes sense. So that's your reading. The next person was Leslie. So Leslie, hope you're still in the chat. I will do your reading now. Amazing. That's fantastic. So how have you been, Leslie? Hope you've been doing well. Welcome to the live stream. That's good. Do you have animals, Leslie? I heard like a thing behind me go like, ask about her animals, and I was like, interesting. Oh, okay. I may have been that then. How are they? So I just heard behind me was just asking about them, and I was like, So the cards that got pulled for you is the Three of Wands. We also have the Two of Cups and the Ace of... Whoa. The Ace of... Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're doing good. It feels that with this specifically, we are in this journey of self-growth again, but I also feel that there is a bit of inner conflict, specifically in relationships involving communication. But home specifically, I am drawn to the little house in the corner. I feel there's this very almost tug-of-warring energy happening. I feel it might be involving your kids a little bit in it, but not like they're the ones tug-of-warring, you know what I mean? I feel like they're just a catalyst in it. I hope that doesn't freak you out or anything, I'm not trying to. It's feeling a lot like this is a journey that you're going through specifically, and it feels like one that feels like you're always like falling on the sword, and it doesn't feel like you're always getting the like this like self-victory that you always hoped. Let's see what else I can pull on that. That being said, is that you have such a strong energy specifically. I can feel that specifically as well, like, but even the Queen of Pentacles as well, is that you have such a strong energy that's with you, and you care so much for a lot of things that have a lot of value towards light, that even other people can see the value you have with it. Sorry, something just popped on my screen. See? And you can see it progress and move, and you can find the beauty in it that might other people see. And it feels like even though other people might take this value for granted, you don't. It feels like you're very strong-willed in that sense as well. It's like you're very driven. It's given like the my way or the highway vibes with it. Let's see. Overcoming energies, what to look out for. How are you feeling so far, Leslie? Do apologise if I haven't seen your message just yet. That's good. Specifically with your energy, for your message, specifically as well, I have 3 very good upright cards. To me they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords. That's pretty good. And the Temperance. Specifically, I feel like you're heading into a journey of a strong change within you. I'm feeling very much like things are going to be moving in a progression that will align with you a lot more. I do feel like there's been this very strong lack of alignment. I think things are going to change and become more balanced and more, I feel more you. I feel like you won't be as strained between things. I feel like a lot of this is involving that tug-of-war sort of thing. I feel like this tug-of-war game is going to finally end in your favour a lot more. It does feel like this is a journey that you're going to see the light on the side of it, which is what I'm getting from the little sun halo thing in the background. And that's what I'm also getting with when I talk about the tug-of-war, especially with the 2 of Cups you had, is that like, as you know, the 2 cups are like sitting next to each other, like they're holding and exchanging it. This is like the exchange of it just keeps flowing and moving. It's feeling like a lot of things are finally just becoming more balanced towards you, and that you are having a lot more ability to just deal with situations that are faced with you, because you already have a lot of the skills and the knowledge too, and you're not like swept away in the wind. I hear a lot of wind when I look in this card at times. It's like the wind's so strong that it's trying to sweep you off your feet, but like you're still standing tall. So that is definitely what I feel. I feel like you are in a time of change that's happening around you, and a lot of this change is going to benefit you. And it feels like a lot of the blockages that you might be feeling going around, especially that tug of war, it keeps bringing back me to that tug of war game with someone else, is that it's finally going to end in your favor, and you're going to have that like rope thing in the middle and move to the other side. There we go, that was your reading. Now, I'm going to drink some water, sorry. Who is next? So, the next one on the list would be Mandy, if they're still here. Love chips. Amazing. Mandy, are you still in the group chat on the stream? Whoa. Yeah, my card's follow me. Thank you. I hope everyone had a great Halloween though, even with all the storms and everything that happened. Amazing. You're next on the reading list, which would be now. Hope you had a good Halloween and everything, or at least you guys had pretty good, was safe for the storms as well. Oh, you're really sweet. Alright, Mandy. What is your energy? So what I can see about a lot with your energies, which I've just got confirmation from the two cards I have, which is the Strength card and Upright and the King of Cups, is that you have a very strong energy. It's very bright. When I'm looking at the Strength card to you, I'm feeling very much drawn to the lion in it. Now, lions have a lot to do with, they're very pride creatures, they're very strong, they have a lot of leadership qualities, especially when you think of like the male ones specifically as well, and the female ones as well. I feel that you have the strength and ability to charge forward what you want. You've got a lot of protective energy around you. I feel like it's not in yourself but also around you. I feel like you're very protected. When I look at this card specific with you, I almost see, I do see the woman as like these spirits that protect you, these guardian, I want to say like angels, feeling more angel directed to you specifically, but also a lot of loved ones as well. Like you're very protected. I'm not sure if you've ever wondered if you were like protected by which you are. 100% do feel that. It feels like when angels come to me, I sort of notice when people have strong, it's like wings sprout behind them. It's like these big wings. I can't describe it anyway. The big wings that spread out. It feels like it spreads around your energy, but it almost cocoons you and keeps you safe and protected. I'm drawn to the yellow in a lot of these cards as well. And the yellow represents a lot with happiness, but I also represent a lot to do with energy and light, and it feels like it's very encompassing around you. Which I think goes into your King of Cups as well. Cups represent a lot to do with our intuition as well as our psychic abilities and also our emotions. I feel that you have a very strong leadership sense, is that I feel like there's a lot of this feels like you know who you are, and if you don't feel it, I feel in your energies you do. Like, you know exactly what you're doing is what it feels like. I think that's where the King comes in, is that it feels it's very direct. However, I am noticing the little boat in the distance right here, and that represents a lot to do with a journey. Now, it does feel like there is this journey that you're on, and it feels like there is a bit of a rickiness to it as well. But you're very, you know what you are, but it feels like it's like a journey that you don't feel like you have control over. Does that make sense? Just feels like things are always moving. Sorry, it's just something about your guide. See if I can look up what their message is for you. Do you do any reflective meditations, or... I was wondering if they were... Well, we found out they're angels. I've got the four of swords specifically with me. When I asked for what that guidance specifically they were trying to talk about was. Do you do any form of like meditations or mindfulness work, or trying to openly connect to them? Because it feels like they're sort of like trying to like offer this support and this guidance, but it feels like it's not reaching. I feel that a lot of it is taking time for yourself to allow that connection to grow. This card sort of, when I was studying, it sort of represents a lot to do with like the cathedrals and stuff because of the stained glass window right here. So specifically this has a lot to do with the fact of allowing yourself to connect to the higher powers that are around you. With that said though, your guide is telling me a lot about that things are changing around you and you're starting things new, and that's where the death card comes in specifically. Amazing. Have you found that there is a bit of a block when you do your meditations? So I feel like I can't describe it anyway, I feel like there's that block. Just a little one. Not big. Just a little. You're in the change of things moving and this new journey that's coming around you. I feel that there is a lot of this specifically going within your energy, specifically in your dreams and when you're in relaxed states, like your meditation as well. It feels like you are on a really strong journey of inner enlightenment, more enlightenment, but a lot more it's sort of showing me like this imagery, right, of you building this light bigger. It's like your energy is always bright, but it's like getting brighter. Like healing cracks is sort of what they're showing me. Like a magical ball, crystal ball, right, and it's got all the cracks in it, and you're like just somehow soothing the lines in it. Soothing the lines. Let's see what else I can pick up. what I can pick up specifically as well is that when it comes to things, this new thing that's starting, and that's what, when I was talking about the death card, about how death card has a lot about to do with things ending and things starting, new things starting. Yours has a lot to do with choices involving things you hold value towards. Now, when we think of the Pentacles, sometimes we can think money, but it's things we hold a lot of this value, this imprint for. Specifically, you have choices within that, and it's depending on where you want to move it. I think that's where that goes into how things are moving around you. Where do you want to put more your energy into this or that? It is sort of, especially in the cut. Sorry. It is showing me within the card, especially with the two boats. Yeah, they're boats. The two boats right there, is that there is this journey with your choices at the same time, and that they are going to support you whichever one you choose. But they are reminding you to keep yourself balanced at the same time. Don't let yourself get swayed by one or the other. Yeah. So that's your reading. How do you feel? If there's anybody else who'd like a reading and I haven't seen your post, feel free to let me know. Drink some water. Always stay hydrated. I'm getting this call for someone for an Addison. If anyone knows an Addison or they find the video, this is for you. It just feels like it's something that needs to be said. I do try not to tap into people's energies without their consent, but I am feeling very connected to it. So for whether or not there is a guide called Addison for someone, or this is for someone whose name sounds very similar to Addison, there's this feeling of being alone with the Eight of Swords specifically, and feeling like they're almost like trapped. But they're in the journey of completion, and actually I feel this specific reading is about knowing that an end is coming to a struggle, and that your desires are finally being met. It's just, it feels like it's taken a long time to where it is, and things are finally progressing where they need to be. It does feel it will be a little bit of a journey though, but it feels like it's one that they are going to be able to overcome. They have a strong spiritual sense, especially within their High Priestess. And they have the ability to overcome what they want to do, even though things can get very, I want to say spicy. It feels like they have a lot of abilities and they've just got to allow themselves to trust themselves, because things are changing, moving around them. So that was their reading. Time. So I think I'm just going to close it off now. Thank you so much for everybody who came for the reading today. I am planning to probably do more of these. Haven't exactly decided what time yet. Apart from that, you can book longer readings with me. Just name drop myself here. I do a whole different range of readings and clairvoyant stuff as well. Also a lot of different classes, whether they are online or in person. If you want a specific reading for me, I'm $60 for 30 minutes and $120 for an hour. If you want to get like more into detail on specific things. Apart from that, much love and gratitude, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.